Hello and welcome everybody to another Final Fantasy XIV night. Hope everybody's having a good week. I know I'm halfway through my work week and some of you are lucky to already be past that point. Tonight we're going to continue Final Fantasy XIV. One major change from the last time though, I moved servers. Let's go ahead and kick this off. I'm no longer on Lamia. I've moved over to Famfrit. Got quite a few people in the community that seems to be playing on that server, so we're going to pick that up. But let's go ahead and turn on the game sound. Make sure everything's coming through all right. We're going to pick up where we last left off. We're over here in Whitebrim. Bring up the map. We're going to come out here, do this one little quick leve quest, and then we're going to continue on the main story quest line. And if we're extremely lucky, we might even get to a new dungeon tonight, if we're lucky. I went out the wrong exit. I'm not paying attention where I'm going. I am a bad, bad host. Here we go. We're gonna pull up our map. We can dismember it for you wholesale. We're already there. We're going to initiate, and we're going to confirm. We want to avoid some of these things and just kill what we're going to need to kill. Remember, always stay outside of the orange stuff, and oh, we got an ad. That is not good. Alright. Let me go ahead and kill this thing. But yes, we are picking up right where we left off. We are currently on the hunt. Get this thing done, and then we have to go kill a spotted mud puppy. Won't be too hard. All right, I've already killed the ogre. Let's kill this white wolf. Now on this server, Lady will no longer be joining us. We are going to be joined by Drageo, one of my wife's other characters. She'll be our guardian and protector in case we get into some deep doo-doo. Alright, we've got that taken care of. Let's mount up, be a little bit faster to get to some of the other areas. There's our downcast Hipposurf. Try to point it away from our healing Kokobo. Give it a low blow, stun him so that he doesn't hurt us with any specialty abilities. Now the question is where is our last one? There he is. It should be right south of us. There it is. Throw on some extra damage. Let's take this guy out. Alright. That's the end of that guy. And we will accept the teleport. Oh no! We're not friends with Drageo on here. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Yes. There we go. Congratulations. We've completed the bonus. And we've unlocked our love quest. There we go. Alright. On to the main story quest line. Time to get some stuff done. Oh. We have unlocked an achievement. What did we get? We got 2 achievements. All the more region to leave 1. Complete 10 regional battlecraft leve quests. We've done that. And complete 10 unique battlecraft leve quests. There are a lot of achievements in this game. We'll get into those here in a little bit. Alright. Let's figure out where we need to go next. we follow the map, we're going to come up here, take a right, and we're going to be going into a little tunnel. We are not strong enough to take him down at the moment. He is a level 50. He is a elite mob, we'll say. Though they're not marked the same way that the World of Warcraft elite mobs are, with the little special silver dragon that goes, I'm an elite special rare. No, they just kick your butt harder. That's all they do. Alright, let's go ahead and jump off the Chocobo. Here's our destination, and we are going to kick Spotted Mud Puppy. We're going to first spray him with some dark vinegar. Gives him a nice little debuff. We're going to stay out of that. Buff up. We're going to try to make sure we stay out of this thing. Let's go ahead and knock this on. Stay out of that. Oh, good, we did get missed. Stop doing that. Alright, there we go. And back to where we came from. This section, if I remember correctly, there is quite a lot. North Wolf, buddy, great to see you. Thank you so much for the subscription. 2 months in a row, nice. How is your night going, buddy? Let's get this thing to type. Let's give a shout out to North Wolf. Wonderful, good, great guy. Leader of the Wolf Pack. Outstanding community.
I'm sorry, Miss Heartstrings. I have a very deep voice, and I'm going to do everything that I can.
I beg to differ, good sir.
The best impersonation that I can of you. Okay? Here we go. Hold on, I need some water. Alright. Okay.
Hi guys, how are you? How is everybody doing? Is everybody alright?
That must have been rough on the vocal cords. But you are a great, wonderful individual. From the charity you recently did for everything else, it was, I don't doubt that. I can't get my voice to those pitches. Leading the Wolf Pack, helping me get to affiliate. You are a wonderful, wonderful individual, buddy. If I ever make it down your way, me and Dragon are going to have to come by and say hi. You know, once this human malware thing is over. Didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh, wait, nope. Here you go. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near Mud Puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road. This should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila. Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here, and up above. Alright. Gotta go and deliver food to people. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Have a mud puppy steak. It sounds nasty, but is that a fresh cooked steak? Allah's blessing be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. But that's sad. So sad. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to come down and visit you sometime. Dragon's parents live down that way, so we'll have to coordinate and meet up. You there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. You start off so tough. Mwahaha. Yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed. As if I have the strength of 10 men, and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. You're a horrible individual. You're going to use the energy we just gave you to find a way out of work. Go figure. Sounds like a private. He must be a private. Let's see here. Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. No, here, have a steak thingy. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. I could have sworn that I saw somebody, like, just fly out of the ground and go straight up. That was a bit odd. That was a bit odd. There we go. Back to this guy. Feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working churiguns in the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Sonata? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend her own. Yeah, people do that. So, the wonderful thing, or not so wonderful, but the crazy thing is starting, I think, Monday, there is actually going to be an event in the game where certain dungeons will give out tokens and you can unlock certain mounts and minions and other things. So, though I dabble in my off time with some World of Warcraft, I am going to be primarily on Final Fantasy XIV quite a bit over the next while. We'll just go with a while, as I try to get up enough tokens to take care of everything. Ah, there you are, Sonota. Beg your pardon, sir, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. I'm going to give you a steak. Is that? Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. We'll go with Knight's Bread. Ah, Sid has a quest, does he? Sid would like to furnish the infirmary with a new Olympic. Might I have a word with you? It concerns the Churiguns, or Churigions? After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient Olympics for their needs. You see, so I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced Olympic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites, Though commonly used to reduce the temperature of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Alright, we're going to go kill ice sprites. Let's mount up. Whee! I wonder if she's above me. There's an ice sprite. Let's take it down. That's 1. Boom. Got a sprites. Oh man, somebody else is killing him. I don't know from where though. I literally do not see this person. What is my ping time at? 800? Shouldn't be that bad. That's peculiar. That's right, magic users won't come near me. Mounts up. Oh, that's the 3rd one. There we go. Back to Sid. There we go. I hate the design of this house. There we go. Hi, Sid. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. Alright, well, here you go. Ooh, let's watch. What an amazing device. But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I, too, am unsure what to make of this machine. While it's certainly impressive, I've no idea of how to make use for it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Where thee, the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at cost. Oh, this guy again. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Yeah, it definitely does seem that way. Quest complete! Onward! Before we can persuade Lord Drillmont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Korthos. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of White Brim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Okay, well, let's figure out where this one person is. I think they're down... Oh, there we go. Right down here. Jolant. Inquisitor Guillaume? Yes, of course. I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to White Brim Front. Several moons ago. My memory is somewhat... How are they going through the... Is my ping time just way off? Maybe. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette, illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but I slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillaume rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. That dude's be glitching. Now, I know it says in there, but I do believe the next one is down here. Yep, Albois. Inquisitor Guillaume, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. We have learned of your deeds at Witch Drop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you, I swear. They are going through... No, I've just got a really stupidly high ping time at the moment. Let's go talk to Patrick. Under Inquisitor Guillaume's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have a goodly righteous man to protect us. I don't know where this next guy is. Let's figure this out. He's probably over here. And up the winding stairs we go. Nope. Hostfort. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halan's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Okay. It's not a lot of actual information. Let us see what we try to figure out. Shiver. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate, you think? I realized it as soon after our arrival, but paid no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? Should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Galeem's motivations. That's nice. We'll take that one. That's a good upgrade. We're going to need it. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to come up to Mithril Plate. Grab that. Alright. Something troubles me about that Wounded Knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived at White Brim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Ser Jolant is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed some light on this mystery. So we are going to come out the eastern gate. Well, let's see what we can find. I think this is the right way. Yeah, this should be the right way. Down we go. Oh, there's something down there. Enemies, attack! Alright. It's not going to be too hard to take care of. And there we go. Now to check out the snow mound. What is this? Was a body that we found. Alright. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Galeem, newly come to Korthas and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. You must proceed quickly, little wolf, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Alright, ooh, look, we get a weapon. We're determined to figure it out. Since Lord Drillmont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclo alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of 2 high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jalalt with the evidence you discovered and see if he helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Alright, first things first, we're going to see what we get out of the coffer. Alright. Let's, we got a new sword. Let's see here. Did we get a new shield? That's the wrong button. Alright, nope. Looks like everything. What did we get? We did get a targe, but it's not better than what we've got on. Yeah, no. Alright. Back up to the infirmary. How's my ping time? Ooh, we got a nasty ping time. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Pernilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. Nope, wrong direction. There she is. You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know naught of it. Not at all. Oh, sorry. Gotta do a /doubt. Because doubting somebody works miracles in this game. You know, don't you? Fury, take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jalot gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jalot and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jalot to the infirmary, and on his first night in White Brim Front, Inquisitor Ghislaine was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized while in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillmont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threat, and so I did nothing until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of White Brim Front. So, I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Halenart, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth. I swear, Halan forgive me for not acting sooner. Alright. Search the area. And away we go. Where do I go? Out this way. Nope. That's the wrong gate. This way. You gotta go forward to go backward. We found a suspicious box. We have searched the suspicious box. All around the merry-go-round. Aha, Lord Dromont. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you the 3 access to the vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. Let's turn over you and you. There better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries, and where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury, take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. This evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Nope, you're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Let's take the money. Alright. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Alright, let's go out to a waterfall. A frozen waterfall. Alright. Gonna keep on pressing on. I don't know what we're pressing on top of, but we're doing something. Look. I swear to you, there's nothing there. I don't get it. Who are you talking to? There's literally... Oh, he's behind me. Something. No. This just don't seem right. I think somebody's glitching and tricksing things and not doing things well. Yeah. Hello and welcome, Chat I Farted. That is a pleasant name. But yeah, that's just nuts. I have not seen stuff like that very often, but that's craziness. Hopefully it gets patched. Oh, the big guy's up. Hello, Sebek. I'm actually replaying through the original storyline from the changes for 5.3. I've got a couple of 80s already on other servers. So no, not my first time playing. And no, Sebek, I don't want to play around with you. Thank you. No, so definitely not the first time playing. Lots of fun, though. Looking forward to the Moogle event coming up. I think it's this Monday that it starts and kicks off. Good to have you with us, sir. When Lord Dromont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Yes. Oh, level sync. Do you play as well, chat I farted? You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halan's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I never questioned the teachings of Halan. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Dromont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Galame, and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed, but you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, little Dromont. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You, whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence. Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Dromont, then come, let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Travanian fang and claw. This one's going to be a fun time. Rotten meat. Oh, wormhounds, how lovely. Come on, thank you. Oh, great. And the wyvern's out as well. Could have sworn I had to kill a book in this one. Ah, my glamour's dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. Cough, wheeze. Haha, you may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White Brim front shall fall. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. Funny, it still looks like he's breathing. I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ashgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray, visit me at White Brim Front, and bring your associates. Oh, very well. Oh, of course. You gotta be kidding me. There should be a way to get up here. Thought there was. Come on. Thank you. Feel they need to change the position of that button so that mount and withdrawal are not near each other. Really wish White Brim had its own crystal to teleport to. Alright. Whew, 4,000 received time. Ouch. Where have you been? The false inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. Stick in the mud. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Drillmont a visit and remind him of his obligations to us. Sid and I will follow anon. Up to the 3rd floor. Ooh, pardon me, it has been a long day. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gulaim would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the scions of the 7th Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. And you speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. Well, the Versailles? In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scout the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. And whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Korthas, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Dromont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalin of your impending visit. May Halan guide you, scions. Alright. Looks like we should be able to very soon enter a dungeon. The Stone Vigil. If I remember correctly. Yes, it is out of the north. I love you, little Kokobo, but your song's getting a little tiring. Let's go for the motorcycle. And with this, hail! Lord Dromont has appraised me the situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whensoever you will. I can't speak today. Use the duty finder. Well, first we're going to go to our friends list, and we are going to invite Drageo to a party. Drageo has entered the party. Let me do a party chat. Make sure that Drageo is ready with us. Now we're going to do the Stone Vigil. And we have a tank and a healer, and we're in. There was a hesitation from one of the DPSs. Oh, good gracious. Alright. The Stone Vigil. And here we go. Please forgive me if I don't talk too much during the ensuing turmoil. shouldn't have to go that way. It should be in here. That's a level. Lots of little dragon booby traps in this place. Alright. Get some reduction of damage going on. Let's face him away from the party. Oh no. Whew. That was close. Nope, don't think we need to go that way. room can get a little overwhelming at times. No, we can't go down this hallway. We're gonna have to take the right and go face a small enemy. This is gonna be fun. Alright, so the trick there is wherever the dragon comes down, you have to click on the right or the proper cannon to make sure that they shoot it out of the sky. But when you get it low enough, you can just ignore that little bit and just take the dragon down. Alright. Make sure I keep aggro up. Oh no, we've got a third one. Oh, looks like I've won something. And we're getting closer to the last bit. Nope, nope. I'm not going to rush up and tag more enemies at this point. I've had parties wiped too many times in this section for pulling 5 things and getting overwhelmed, especially with the ice sprites. They just rip through. It's quite sad, actually. And here we go. Sorry, dragon. Oh, I died. All right. And just like that, it's easily able to wipe just that quickly. All right, let's press on. All right. And there we go. Okay, just kick open the gate. And cutscene time. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Well, let's wake it up. Poke it with a stick. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship, and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Little Wolf, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, you may need to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. Can you manage that? Or you can manage that, can't you? Oh, yeah, sure. That settles it. Shall we go? As you command. Alright. Oh, not this guy again. So, you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. It's La Habrea. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquest, a testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Ixal are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle, assuming, of course, you live that long. And of course, the beast awakens. And none too happily. Alpha Note, the dragon. Confound it all. And here we go. Here we go. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you against this, Crystal Bearer. Sure. Alright. It will do that several times. So we're going to lift up in the ground. It's going to... See if I can't block that. There we go. Nope. Sure couldn't. Owie. Alright. Owie. No, no. I am sorry. I am sorry. I am trying to fix sounds and everything. Alright, that should be a bit better. Sorry about that, folks. My soundboard program decided to kill itself in the middle of the fights. Wonder if one of our DPS is going to be kind enough to do a limit break when we get it to full. There it is. There we go. Let me turn mine down a little bit. Alright, player commendation. Let's give it to the Dragoon. Loot. We'll greed that. And we'll greed that. Alright, and time to exit. Oh, I received a player commendation. Nice. Leaving a good impression. Another crystal. Lilith, Lilith, are you alright? Speak to me. 12 be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already. Which remind me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs to be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just it's no use. Let's go. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop out of the party. We will talk to Alpha now. Ah, how I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelves Wood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Asgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Alright. We are level 45, so we're going to pick up the next quest, and then we got to go do our class quest. Cutscene, say you. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising, you did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it, there must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course, that's it! We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Lilwolf, we speak of the manifestations of over-aspected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have been comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected aether comprising Garuda's barrier into aether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertient, who resides in Camp Drybone, back there again. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquise met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marquis was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Lilwolf, I need you to return to Thanolin and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. That's good. I needed to head that way anyhow. Alright. Quest accepted. Arrival. Okay. Maybe I speak with the arrivals attendant. I wish to leave the landing area, yes. I'll say it doesn't take that long to load. And we are going to Ulda. Hello, Ulda. What is our time up here? Well, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Alright. We're going to go down to the... Oh, what is it? Hastings Strip. We're going to go to the place to get our next Paladin quest, where we will have fun, probably killing something. Level 45. We're getting up there. Well, not too much off-roading either. Welcome, friend. I have important news for you. In my search for the traitor, I have been looking through old records and discovered something chilling. Around the time the traitor Sulkzagel was named captain, several famed soldiers of the Sultansworn met with untimely deaths. But strangely, our records do not say how they died. Curious, I begged the favor of an old friend and received permission to inspect medical records kept by Frondale's Frontisserie. I discovered that the soldiers died in various ways, some in combat, some suddenly at night, in the barracks. But in nearly every case, there were signs that poison had played a role in their demise. Yes, poison. Carefully and visibly administered. The more I read, the more I saw the dark hand of death's embrace at work. Assassins in the pay and service of the monetarist. A society so secretive that few believe it truly exists. But no matter how skilled and devious the assassins, they should not have been able to kill so many of the Sultansworn elite without being discovered. Not, that is, without help from within our own ranks. So I asked myself, who had the most to gain from their deaths? One by one, the former captain, his trusted aides, the most capable of the Sultansworn who might become future commanders. All of them, slain by an invisible hand. And with their deaths, the way was open for Sulkzagel to become the Sultansworn's youngest captain in a century. The monetarists were plotting to kill the best and bravest of the Sultansworn, to purge its ranks of greatness, and innervate it so that it could no longer carry out its duty to serve as sword and shield of the Sultanate. Which begs the question, how did Sulkzagel remain captain for 30 long years? How did he avoid the poisoner's kiss, when men better than him had succumbed? There can only be one explanation. He was the monetarist's cat's paw, the turncloak in our midst. Needless to say, I am more determined to track him down than ever before. While I continue my investigation, I have a trial for you. I want you to seek the gallant armor, the legendary remnants worn by generations of the finest soldiers of the Sultansworn. In accordance with Sultansworn tradition, the set that would be yours has been scattered across southern Thanolin. Each piece has been locked within a coffer, which will be guarded by 2 men. You must best the Sultansworn themselves if you are to claim their armor. Alright. We are going to head to southern Thanolin. To little Ahamego. Alright. Do a Geishel Green. Jump on Wolfston. No. Jump on Wolfston. Thank you. And wait for a dragon. Is dragon coming? Let's see. Where's she at? She's in New Gridania. Well, mayhaps she will join me momentarily. Just in case. She can revive me if I die. I think one's here, one's down below, and then the other two are over here. I'm going to take care of these two and work around. Actually, no. This one's right here. Might as well. Come over here. Stay away from everybody as best as possible. Take care of this fallen mage. I am barely scratching this level 26. That is rather odd. But something tells me it's meant to be this way. I have not dragon, but it's not that bad off. I am still well within the green mark. The one death didn't really do too much. Alright. Let's throw you into healer stance. That's what you're designed to be. Heal me, oh great Kokobo. There we go. Waiting for him to cast that cure, but it doesn't look like he's going to. There we go. Let's open up the chest. What do we get? Piece of gallant armor. Can I equip it? I can. Alright. Let's mount up. There's a dragon. Hi, Drageo. I'm just going to run right past everything. Why? Because I'm too high of a level. They don't see me, I'm invisibles. Whee! Boop, 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 boop. Alright. Take down these two enemies as well. Make sure that I have my low blow in case he starts trying to heal himself. Nope. I think it's the squire that heals himself. Looks like somebody else is doing their quest too. Alright, what did we get? Ah, helmet. Oh, there he is. Attacking me from behind, I see. Yeah, yeah. There's this one. What do we get? Is this the chest piece? No, these are the leggings. Mount up. If I remember, I must check the map. Yes, this is the way we go. All right, here we go. Nope, I'm going to take you down first. No stone skin for you, sir. Back to free stance. Kick his butt. There we go. Let's see what we get. There's the leggings. So we're still missing the chest piece, a belt, and a sword. Alright. Now, from here, we're going to go to Camp Drybone, which... Whoop. Camp Drybone. He might be down. Looking at it. Yeah, he's probably back here in this building. There he is. Why, yes. I am Professor Lambertient. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. No, and no, and no, and sure, we'll take the money. Ah, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand. Did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, man. At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though, I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. Mount up. Out the door we go. While we're here, where's my mender? Merchant mender. Repair gear. Repair all of you. Repair all of you. Repair all of you. Repeat over and over and over again until everything's done. There we go. Anything in my inventory? Nope. Okay, good. So we are up to 107,000 gil. That's nice. Somebody has the car I want, you lucky bums. One of those crossover events that I failed to get in on because I wasn't playing the game at the time. Lemusai. There we go. Hahasako. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertient. The thieving knave I shall call for... you say the man himself lent it to you? Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightly deserve. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to take this. We need that. We're going to equip it immediately. That was a nice upgrade. That was a very nice upgrade. However, how's my chess pieces doing? Oh, not bad at all. Nothing's overflowing yet. Oh, frabjous day, Kalu Kale, that I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest of Professor Lambertient's pupils, shall see that you successfully query your query. Or query your quarry? Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But Something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Mirror-Knights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads to Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying. But advance with appropriate caution, and you shall surely survive. Yay, we get to go do dangerous stuff. Wrong direction, up here. Alright. That's a peacock. Look at the pretty peacock. Burbles! They're like trebles. Ooh. Spare the hair. Oh, we're above its level anyhow. There we go. Nope. More than 6 levels above that too. We don't need to worry about that. Just need to worry about Mirror Knights. They are level 40. And 41. He got us. I'm just gonna keep running. Oh, he's level 42. Let's hope he doesn't see us. I went the wrong way. There's a little unused path right down here. Gotta make it all the way to the bottom. Now, every once in a while, there is a fate here in the middle, and you gotta be careful of it. Alright. Let's go ahead and take these things on one at a time. Now, Dragon, she could take these out with one swing. Let's use them all. Boom. I know. Use the pot. And go back to Hahasako. Well, oh no, use the motorcycle. There we go. There's no real secret to knowing where you're going. You just gotta play. Alright, here we go. Back to Hahasako. See, you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertient will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. You didn't really do much. You just handed me a hammer and said, go pound on a crystal. Alright. Now we do kind of need to follow the actual directions here, as otherwise you plummet from a great height and take some damage. Never kill you, sir. Just, you know, get you expelled from school from too much damage. You know, the usual. There we go. Lambertient. My keen scholar's senses tell me that you obtained a corrupt crystal. Am I right? Nope. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired. A corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected aether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would never have sent you to Hasako. But what is science if not trial and error? You can truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, man. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldessian. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you alright? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. No, and more money. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lunesca. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lunesca was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an Imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was Western Lunesca, Ferris Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamud's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Aleport attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna requires inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest she thinks you unprepared for the task. Alright, so first, we're going to travel back to Ulda so that we can turn in our class quest. So we're going to go there first. Then we'll go out to Western Lunesca over to Aleport. There's a Drageo. Hi, Drageo. Alright. I'll use the Aetherite to the Aethernet Chamber of Rule. We're going to go turn in our quest. We're already almost halfway through 45. Jinlins! Good, the armor is yours. You have learned your lessons well and honed your skills. And now you are ready to face Sozygal, the traitor. Yes, the time has come. I have discovered his hiding place and made contact through emissaries. We are negotiating the return of Oathkeeper. Secrecy is crucial, as is preparation. We will leave only when you are ready. Alright. Oh, we can go ahead and do this now. Nice. And we will get cover. Are we ready? I think we're ready. The recovery of Oathkeeper will be the first step in restoring the honor of the Sultan Sworn. I have told Sozygal that if he returns the sword, we will give him a fair trial. Otherwise, he shall be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. The parley is to take place south of Forgotten Springs, in the Sagoli Desert. Give me your map. I will mark the location. While I believe he is acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain that the Monetaris will not take kindly to his surrender. In fact, I believe that should the Monetaris discover Solskagel is willing to parley, they will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we must not speak of what we do, not to anyone. We should travel separately so as not to attract attention. We shall meet again at the parley. Alright, we're going to go take care of this. Let's see, where's our map? Yep, alright. Going down to Forgotten Springs. No, not the Gold Saucer, Forgotten Springs. Alright. No, none of you. There we go. Destination. Waiting. Oh, waiting we shall go. Waiting. Level 49. Maybe we should go level up a little bit. What do we got? Who are you? Is that Genlets? So you dared to come. You are a brazen one, I will grant you that. But did you really think I wouldn't find out? Come, confess. My allies within the Sultansworn have told me the truth. I know you are working in league with the traitor and the Monetarists. Confess with your dying breath. You will tell me where I can find Oathbreaker and the traitor who stole it. No, not me. Do you dare accuse my own Sultansworn of lying? We are comrades in arms, every one of us, bound in brotherhood by our oath. I would trust them with my life. What is your word when set against theirs? We know the meaning of honor. No, you really don't. You are a naive fool. I suspected you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of the paladin that the traitor Soltzagel gave you. You were, no matter how briefly, a paladin, and as such you are bound by a code of honor that is as unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor, I sentence you to death and decree that your body shall lie here and feed the crows. Well, this went south quickly. Let's go ahead and take care of this guy first. How dare I use your arts against you? Well, you did teach them to me. Confess, damn you! Confess. I have nothing to confess. I didn't do anything. You're being manipulated. Duty completed. You cannot do this. I am the greater swordsman. You're superior in every way. You were blinded, Jinlins, by your own conviction. Jinlins, remember your own lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honor of his fellow Sultansworn. Those men were assassins in the service of the monetarist. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were to be killed. You and this free paladin of yours. Liar, you are their agent. You betrayed us for them. You were always naive, Jinland. Too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues. But you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think. The information you uncovered, how did you come by it? Did it fall into your lap, as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you for their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the monetarist lapdogs. Jinlands, you've been led a merry dance and followed their lead at every step. Then you were never a traitor. You were innocent? I have wronged you. The poison! The poison! Easy now. Your wounds aren't mortal, but you still need to rest. I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse, and we'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You've become a fine warrior, and learned all there is to know about the way of the paladin. Think, perhaps, you are not aware just how much you've grown. Well, 'tis time you were made aware, paladin. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? He needs someone like you to watch his back. And how good is it for the shield to be in the middle of his head? I don't think that works well. Don't think he'll survive that. The words of Sulk Sagal have awoken the memories of paladins past. What did I get? Did I get anything? I think I got cover. Yeah, acquired level 45. I think that's what I got. Well, we got to go back and talk to Jinlands and Ulda anyhow. So let's go ahead and warp back there. But I'm going to step away for a brief moment, everybody. I'll run an ad real quick, and I will return very shortly. Alright, everybody, we are back. Sorry about that. Had to step away for a moment. We are going back to the Chamber of Rule, and we're going to go turn in this quest. Alright. Paladin, I have done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, and even turned my sword against you. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. As for me, yes, I am recovered from my wounds, at least those that will heal. But far more important than that, Silk Zygle is innocent after all. He was never a traitor, and the dream that I followed in my youth was not a lie. I remain captain of the elite, although a poor substitute for my predecessor. I am now working on a plan to strike back at the Monetarist and restore the Sultansworn to its former strength. No, do not be afraid for me. We've unmasked the foe, and he cannot hide behind his deceptions anymore. The assassins won't find it easy to reach me. For now, I will bide my time, marshal my strength, and, when the time is right, strike hard at our enemies. There we go. That'll be when we hit level 50. Ha ha! The souls of Paladin's Path bequeath you their wisdom. I have cover, which I've never used. Alright, now to Aleport. This one's going to be a bit expensive to use. All the way out here. Poof. Teleport, I'm going to rearrange a little bit. Set up a little bit. There we go. Alright, we got about half an hour left, and then I will be calling it an evening. Alright, he's not in this room. He must be up top. There he is. Or she is, rather. There we are. There you are. Corrupt crystals. Sir, I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertian did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the Professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background at... Oh gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. No, and keep the money. Alright. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharaoh Cirrus is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isle of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. That could be your problem. Mayhap you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Alright. Well, looks like we need to... There he is, he's up there. They hide these people in the darndest of places. Like, literally. I don't think there's a single way down here other to literally jump. Ah, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all the fatuous gossip and spirits and specters haunting the Isle of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Okay. We're going to go make a quick detour. Just a fast one, a little small one. Go see if something is in stock, or if the person's even there. Doop doop a doop a doop a doop boop boo boop 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 doop doop boop boo. Head to Upper Loneska. And it's raining. Well, that's not a bad thing. Who are you? Don't hit the level 50. We are not ready for that yet. Is the person here? Nope. He's... Every once in a while you'll find a little guy standing over here that'll sell you a minion. And he'll sell you as many as you want as long as you have coin. And you can sell them for probably a decent amount on the auction house every once in a while. But never hurts to stock up when he has them. Alright. Back to the task at hand. It's Probably not Pirates, Part 17, because we did some of these way earlier ago. Jump the torch. Nope, we can't jump the torch. Alright. Ferkman. Hi, Drageo. You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody elves, lad. Are you drunk? Or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death. Death and more death. You sure there's not just even more death than that? I mean, it could. We can fit more death in there. Don't worry. I'll kill a few things and I'll add some death there. This one. I think we have to go up. That's what it looks like because I'm passing them. Okay, nope. This is the one that's... yeah, all the way down there. This is the weird one. So, come down here. Then you come down here. You come all the way around here. And they're back here. The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Eorzea, the Isles have become naught more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Interesting. Whee! Let me check my hunt log. Loneska, Isles of Umbra. We got a few things over at the Isle of Umbra that we need to take down. I went outside. That's fine though. There we go. Ah, you returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. I don't think she likes the undead. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous owing to the abandonment of Eorzea. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isle of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. All the way back to the other side. Good gracious. Alright, here he is. I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Tell Mimodoa I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or could you release me? Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. Okay. That doesn't seem right. He seems charmed by something. What did Skyfrin have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. But what was that about a man named Mimodoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Dragon, if you're in the chat and listening, could you jump over to Phylinx and let him know that I'll be jumping off at 8 as well, so that he doesn't accidentally raid me when he starts to get off stream. There he is, Mimadoa. Another initiate, are ye? No? Then what are ye? Speak up, son, I can't hear ye. Hey, bugger me, is this what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this, you say. Where'd you say you found it? Skyfriend, you say. I was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up Pharaoh Sirius, he was. Company sent me to supervise the lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. What's that? You be looking for passage to the Isle of Umbra. Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimadoa. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellswords and let 'em sort it out. But you'll do any pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper, and he'll see ye there and back. Alright, so before we do that, we are going to take a trip to Limsa Lamensa just real briefly. Need to take care of something there. If I have the money, we will see. We're going to go up to the Hawker's Alley. And we're going to go over to here. Searching for an item in the markets. Before you can purchase an item from the market, you must first find it. There are two different ways you can do this. One involves doing a direct search. The second consists of specifying search conditions and bring up a list of items. If you know the exact name, then you need only type it in the free search box and press search. Typing an incomplete entry will bring up all items that begin with those letters. For example, typing Boarskin CR will display both Boarskin Crocalls and Boarskin Crocalls of Gathering. If you would rather list all the items that fall under a certain category, start by specifying each condition from main arm, armor, items, category, search, level. You would first click on the feat icon under armor, set the level indicator to 35, and then hit search. If there are any matches to your search, they will be displayed. So what we want is we want an elixir. That's weird. Partial match is on. Let's go down to medicines. Am I spelling it wrong? I was. So I want one elixir. Sure, we'll take the 5 for 1,000. That's fine. And we want a high elixir as well. And sure, we'll take the 3 for that. Alright. Those items are now in my inventory. Alright. Oh, passed it. Alright, we're going to go back to where we were. We're going to go to the Fisherman's Guild. We'll go back over to Aleport. We got about 15 minutes. I'm hoping we can run out to the Isle of Umbra and then come back to the city before 8 o'clock. Travel to Aleport. Alright. Oh, we gotta go to Sienna. There we go. So you went and had a word with Mimadoa. I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. You mean that disgusting creature was Skyfriend's superior? I find that hard to believe, but this writ of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you will make on the Isle of Umbra without me. Yes, we do need to still discuss the Monday. But hopefully he knows not to raid me, because I will be stopping here in about 15-20 minutes myself. Fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12's of my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Whee! Down to the ferry, skipper. Ha! Take me to the Isle of Umbra, he bids, as if it's as simple as, oh, I see you've got a writ of passage. Alright, climb aboard. I always want to talk back to you before asking if you have paperwork. I wouldn't be asking necessarily if I don't have paperwork. Alright, this doesn't seem all that bad. You're quivering. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but oh, the hells with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. And away she runs. Alright. So here's this guy. This is going to unlock another dungeon that we will start off with next time. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. Warded pot? An old pot? I'm not sure I found... Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. And level 46. The writ Master Mimodoa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Fire Sirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they will be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I have observed the fiends from a distance, at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. Make you a deal. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you the corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Alright. Let's go see what we can take on in the next 14 minutes. Erapi Tarupe. You saw him too, right? Dead people. Just shambling about without a care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. God's that voice, that single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wreckage and their cargo. But those queer dead things and that voice, actually, the voice was quite nice. Alright. Let's go talk to David. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? Who's all dead? What's happening? What's the mystery? But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon, I was just thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Mimodoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently, he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young lad with the 1,000-yalm stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. What's been keeping ye, initiate? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Eh? Some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to the folk that wander near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all? Bloody hells, this takes me back to the days as a cannon boy sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. Ah, they bloody would, though. Wouldn't they, brazen old biddies? Some folks said as the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in my bones this day would come. And come it has. Aye, I bet me bum ear a siren's behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak o' the other kind. Them what's got feathers and lures sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding, till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy, except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after. Anyway, 'tis up to us to stop this hell's born hussy afore she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send ye marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man as can't hear her song. 'Cause luckily for you, I carry a spare pair, and lucky for the both of us, I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we'd best head over to the ship graveyard initiate. See if we can't clear up this business before we head off. We got some things to hunt out here as well. Like the praying mantis. Oh, gracious, I gotta kill 5 of them? Oh, and there's a big one. Yeah, Fates would be up right now, wouldn't it? Go figure. Alright, well that's 2. That's 4. This will be number 5. And that'll take care of our praying mantis requirements. Now to start at one end of the beach and work over. Yep, there's a dead man's moan. Go figure. Well, we should be able to wrap up most of this. I don't know about everything, but... Oh, it requires so many of these things. Well, this will be 3 of 5. I should be able to get the other 2 rather quickly. I believe there's still one more item here. Let's pull up our recommendations. Yeah. Lamagiri, which I think is on the other shore. We'll take care of those as well. I need to head back there anyhow. That's number 4. Let's throw on our motorcycle. That was number 5. I'm just going to tear through here at the moment. There's the Lamagiris. But there should be something else out here as well, right back there. I'll deal with him in a second as well. Don't tell me I need 5 of these as well. Only 2. Only need 2. That's good. Yep. No, not that. Not that. Not... There we go. Nero, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Jumped into one of your Final Fantasy streams the other day. You are much further along than I am, good sir. Of course, this is my new account, so go figure. So that's those 2. So we're going to come over here to this magic pot, though. If you give him an elixir, you get a wind-up sun, and if you give him a high elixir, you get the wind-up moon. So we're going to exchange one of each, and we're going to get these 2 little minions real quick. I believe you can purchase more than one, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Been playing since the 1.0 launch. Nice. I didn't start at the 1.0. I did start at the 2.0. I quit right before Heaven's Word came out. And after 6 years, I got back into it. I have 1 or 2 mechanists that are at level 80 at the moment, but other than that, I don't really have anything that far along. I still am unlocking a lot of things that I have not unlocked at the end game for those 2 characters. I still got a lot of gear to buy. Let's see, what's Mimadoa have to say? She passes near the shore. She's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Yeah. Still got so much to unlock, though. So much. And the worst part is I know there's stuff that I've missed that I'm going to have to go back and unlock, because once you do the main quest line for the expansion, it's like they don't really tell you where to go or what to do next. You just start the next story quest. So it doesn't really take you through getting your special items at the end of like 1, where you had all the relics and stuff at part 1, and still need to go through and do all that. I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Quiet. Do you hear that? 'Tis her. Look out over the water. She's come, Initiate. She's come. Quick, lad. Shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on her thralls, and we'll be up to our neck in corpses before you know it. And yet he runs off. Go figure. Hither, embrace mine everything, all. True love spurned, his cruelty's reward. Defeat the siren's thralls. Alright. More? Alright, fine. You got more? Spare, mournful mistress, distress. Why? Melody, last breath of death, the rhythm. Dost thou not to relate? Curious, Nero, what server do you play on? I need to do a shout out as soon as this battle's done. My love, a river, one look, soul shiver. No. Ooh, charmed captain. No more dark eclipse the heart. Duty is complete. Alright, before we turn this in, we're going to give a shout out to Nero. Great gentleman that he is. Wonderful. Also a Final Fantasy XIV player, but a good variety streamer.
Did he show you the cup? I did. I don't know if he was paying attention, but I did. I'm sorry, Ange. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck! Ow!
Alright. No, not you. No, not.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
Eh? Am I alright? Ha, I'm better than that. Initiate, happy as a sailor in a whorehouse, I am. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with, 2 Watsits if we'd, gutted the songstress, but you can't have everything, can you? She'll not come crooning around here again, though. Not for a while, Nerode. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, bugger me, I've clean forgotten your name. Remind me, little wolf. Don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not me old mate, what's the name? Why've ye been so bloody helpful? Nah, never mind. Be seeing you, lad. Alright, now we get to go talk to David. Thank you. As soon as we return back to Western Loneska's Aleport, we are going to sign off for the evening. By and by, do you know Praying Mantis? Know him? You're looking at him. Hwah! We're men in tights. Tights. Alright, David. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimadoa was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please, take it with my compliments. Alright. As soon as we go back to the other place, we are going to go ahead and start wrapping up. Try to figure out who we're going to raid out to, and I hope everybody's had a wonderful time and a wonderful day. Let us go to our ending screen as we are back in Aleport, and we are going to wrap up here. So I hope everybody has had a wonderful evening. Let's see who we're going to raid out to tonight. who is still on? You know what? I haven't rated out to this person in a little while. Let me make sure that I have her. We do. Let's go watch some Stardew Valley. I hope everybody has had a wonderful evening. Let me pull up my OBS. Oh, paste. There we go. Let us get everything ready for when this happens and occurs. Now remember, next Monday we will not have a stream. We're going to, Dragon and I are going to go up and visit some friends of ours that we stream with on Mondays. But it's our weekend, so we're going to go and actually visit them. But join me next Thursday as we continue our escapades in saving Eorzea. Have a wonderful night, everybody, and I hope to see you again soon.